to the show, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Joe.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Welcome to a brand new week of Power English. Hope you're well rested after the weekend.
Yeah.
Were you able to get some deep rest?
Deep rest.
Yeah.
I got rest.
You know, they like to use the word deep these days.
Yeah, deep thinking.
Deep thinking, deep work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very trendy term, too. So it's not about, you know how like at one time it was all about multitasking? And they're saying now that's not such a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do deep work. So let's get into some deep study.
Okay.
How's that?
Let's dive in deep.
Okay. So we're talking about food. The main title is Kitchen Chat. It's making my mouth water. So we're talking about sandwiches. Who doesn't love a sandwich? But today, I have to say, I ate a lot of this sandwich. It's the Italian sub.
Yeah.
In Santa Monica, there used to be an Italian deli. A famous Italian deli. And so they would sell really good olive oil and all the Italian, it was like a little Italian grocery store.
Okay.
Okay? But they had a deli section where they made sandwiches and, you know, they had food. Their Italian subs were out of this world. They were so good.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to find out what is in an Italian sub in just a little bit.
All right. Now, here are some expressions. Well, first of all, let's talk about the subtitle. It's making my mouth water.
Yes. So this mouth water here, you're talking about your saliva, your 군침, right? So when you're making your mouth water, you're hearing something, you're smelling something, you're seeing something that looks so delicious.
Right. Okay. How about give something or someone a run for its money or their money? So a run for their money.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a tricky, interesting phrasing.
Kind of hard to understand.
Yeah, it means they are pretty closely matched. If something is good, the second thing is pretty close. This is good too.
Oh.
If they were in a competition, we don't know which one would win.
It would be tie.
It would be close to a tie.
All right. I'm interested in seeing how we use this expression. And if you do something in one sitting, so S-I-T-T-I-N-G, meaning you're sitting down, right?
Yes, usually. You do something all at once without a break. From start to finish, it is all at one time.
Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and listen to our food dialogue. What's your next favorite sandwich, Oliver?
This next one will give any sandwich a run for its money. The Italian sub.
Oh, yes. I remember having this sub when I lived in New York. I could never eat the whole thing in one sitting.
That's because it has over a pound of meat in it.
What else is in this amazing sub? It's making my mouth water.
It has shredded lettuce, tomato, onion, oil and vinegar, oregano, pepperoncini, and 5 kinds of Italian meats.
Okay, please turn to page 98. You can find our power dialogue there. Let's begin. Natalia says, what's your next favorite sandwich, Oliver? And Oliver says, this next one will give any sandwich a run for its money. The Italian sub. Okay, I think that we do need to talk about this expression. Give something a run for its money.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to understand.
Yeah, so the original meaning of this is something like, it's good competition. It will, if you put these two things together, it might win.
Okay.
So we often use this when we're talking about comparing things.
Okay.
So in this series, the food dialogues we've been talking about this month, he's been giving his 5 top sandwiches.
Right.
He's given number 1, number 2. Now it's number 3.
Okay.
The Italian sub. But he's saying, it's number 3, but it's close. It's giving the other sandwiches a run for their money.
Ah, okay. So Even though it's third place, they could easily be second.
Yeah. It's not that far from the top.
Okay, give something a run for its money. We'll give you more examples in just a bit. So let's talk about this word sub, the Italian sub, S-U-B. And of course, there is that franchise that is famous for their sandwiches. So what is a sub?
Yes, a sub, this is actually short for submarine sandwich.
Yes.
Submarine, of course, is the ship that is underwater.
Right.
Right? And the reason is because the bread is shaped
like a submarine.
Like a submarine.
Yeah.
It's very long. If you go to the East Coast, though, there are a few different names for this. Some people call it a sub. I've heard it called a hoagie.
Hoagie.
Yeah. So if you go to like New York, Pennsylvania, that area, there are a billion different names for this type of sandwich.
Right.
But generally speaking, most Americans would call it a sub.
I haven't heard that word hoagie in a very long time.
I'm watching a drama right now that's in Pennsylvania.
Really?
In Pittsburgh. And they got to get their hoagies.
Their hoagies?
Their hoagies. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Italian sub is basically a certain kind of sandwich that looks like a submarine.
Yeah.
What does Natalia say?
Oh, yes. I remember having this sub when I lived in New York. I could never eat the whole thing in one sitting.
Okay. So sometimes you can get half a sub because if you're going to get the whole sub, it's very big and long.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's why she says, I could never eat the whole thing in one sitting. So if you eat something in one sitting, what are you doing?
You're eating it from start to finish completely. In that one time frame where you're doing the action.
Right.
So this sandwich, maybe she couldn't eat it in one sitting. Maybe it took 2 sittings.
That's right. So she ate half in one sitting. She took it home and ate the other half.
Yes.
Okay. So to do something in one sitting means to, like, when you sit down, you don't get up and you finish that meal.
Yeah, like if you read a book in one sitting, you read the book from beginning to end without stopping.
Oh my gosh, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Spent the whole night.
A good book.
Yeah.
The next day.
The next day.
Why did I do that?
I know. All right. Oliver says, that's because it has over a pound of meat in it. Okay. That's because is our power pattern.
Oliver is explaining why Natalie cannot eat this sandwich in one sitting.
Yeah.
So he's giving the absolute reason. That's because...
Yeah.
And in this case, it's a pound of meat, which is like, what, 600 gram?
Yeah.
Like 600 grams or something of meat?
Right, that's right.
On a sandwich.
That's a lot of meat.
I mean, 600 grams, that's what I eat when I go to eat like gogi, like samgyeopsal.
Yeah, and that's kind of like 2인분.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, sometimes these days it's 3인분.
Yeah.
Because they go by 200 grams.
It is a ginormous amount of meat.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's because, so the reason why is, okay. And Natalia says, what else is in this amazing sub? It's making my mouth water. Okay. So what else, what other things are in the sub? It's making my mouth water. So.
The water here is actually spit.
Yeah.
Right? The liquid in your mouth. And I think a lot of people, dogs even do this. They smell something. They see something.
Do you know, like, there are some videos of dogs drooling?
My sister had a Labrador.
Yeah.
And every time he heard the food, just immediately.
Yeah, the drool just comes like
a waterfall.
It's a waterfall.
Just the smell of kibble made his mouth water.
Like you see those big bulldogs, like they just drool.
Yeah.
You know?
So cute, but it's so gross.
I know.
Yeah.
So make your mouth water means that, it's just like, you really want to have it. Oh, it sounds so delicious, you want to have it. And Oliver says,
it has shredded lettuce, tomato, onion, oil and vinegar, oregano, pepperoncinis, and 5 kinds of Italian meats.
Okay, this is a heavy sandwich.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. It's not these like little light sandwiches for a snack. Mm-hmm. It's a whole meal.
That's right.
Inside a piece of bread.
Absolutely. I feel somehow the East Coast sandwiches are like heavier.
Yeah.
Like they put more. I think California, it's the same concept, but it's a little bit lighter.
Yes. Oh, I'll have my turkey and avocado. No. They know how to eat on the East Coast.
So even at this Italian deli, my friend and I would just order one. Mm-hmm. And just split it.
And share it,
share it, because it was big. Okay. The oil and vinegar, that really is so yummy in this sub.
Mm-hmm. For sure. That's what I do. Even now, the sandwich shop that's here in Korea, I always get oil and vinegar.
All oil and vinegar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Italian.
That's so good.
Oh, it's the way to go. All right, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
What's your next favorite sandwich, Oliver?
This next one will give any sandwich a run for its money. The Italian sub.
Oh, yes. I remember having this sub when I lived in New York. I could never eat the whole thing in one sitting.
That's because it has over a pound of meat in it.
What else is in this amazing sub? It's making my mouth water.
It has shredded lettuce, tomato, onion, oil and vinegar, oregano, pepperoncini, and 5 kinds of Italian meats.
It's time for Power Note. We're on pages 100 and 101. Give someone or something a run for its or their money. So it means that you are giving them strong competition or challenge. You're saying they're just as good.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Mm-hmm. This restaurant gives the popular steakhouse a run for its money.
Yeah, but it is a little more expensive.
Right. So there's that famous steakhouse, and there's this restaurant. This restaurant has steaks too. Oh, it gives them a run for its money.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The visiting team gave the champions a run for their money in the final match.
So here, this is, I don't know, baseball, basketball, and the game was really close. Mm-hmm. They almost won.
Yeah, almost won.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're the winners, but boy, they give a good fight.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, generally speaking, it feels like they still lost, but it was close, and the other person only barely won.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. That's what happens if you give someone a run for their money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, let's give one more example of a sports car. There's a famous Italian sports car. Well, there are a few.
There are quite a few.
Yeah, there are quite a few.
There are a few.
But maybe there's like an electrical vehicle, like an EV, that's like a sports car. And, people are like, I don't know, it's an EV. You need that engine. But actually, they give that or that sports car a run for its money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe, I don't know, people that like wine, they always think, French wine, so amazing. But there are some other countries producing wine nowadays that really gives French wine a run for its money.
Very good.
It's pretty good.
All right. In one sitting, you're completing something in one session.
Yes.
Without interruption. Is there any pizza left?
Sorry, we finished the entire pizza in one sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this case, it would be, I finished the entire pizza in one sitting.
That's true.
That's Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big the pizza is.
Really? Can you do a large pizza in one sitting?
Large, easy.
Wow.
When you get to family size, that's a 2-sitting sort of situation.
Okay, that's good.
Because I'm not a one-person family.
Okay.
Yeah.
He read the entire novel in one sitting.
Totally.
Is there anything else you can do in one sitting? I know.
What?
I used to write an essay in one sitting.
Oh, yeah. Not over several days, just one at a time.
I couldn't do it. So whenever I had an essay that was due, I could not do it. I mean, I thought about it constantly, but when I started writing, I would be up all night and do it in one sitting.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that, but I did.
Some people just work better that way. Any type of project you have, or, I don't know, people who knit or crochet.
Yes.
Maybe once they start knitting,
Yeah.
they do not get up until that blanket is completely done.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, too, we do a lot of binge watching, so you can watch a whole season in one sitting.
A whole 12 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if something makes your mouth water, it means that it's kind of making you hungry. It's making you want to eat that something. The smell of fresh bread baking in the oven is making my mouth water.
Well, you can have a piece in about 30 minutes.
The smell of fresh bread. Come on.
It's maybe the best smell in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you go to a certain retailer and they have their own bakery and you smell it the minute you go inside. And it's in Korea too. And you probably know.
It's a retailer? Like they sell clothes?
Not retailer. Well, yeah, they do sell clothes. It's like a warehouse.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
It's a marketing gimmick. The sight of the chocolate cake made Jake's mouth water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can
so
happen.
it can be sight, it can be smell, it can be sound. Either you're hearing a description, or maybe you're hearing the chicka 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 of the meat grilling or something.
Right. It can make your mouth water, especially when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's because is our power pattern.
So you're giving the reason for something.
Okay. That's because the power wasn't turned on.
Oh, that's why the coffee machine didn't make coffee. That's because you don't have enough money in your bank account. Oh, that's why I can't buy my plane ticket.
Oh, dear. You've got a problem there.
Yeah, big problem.
Big problem. All right. Power vocab is the word sub, which is short for submarine.
Yeah, so it can either be the actual submarine that you ride on. It could be a submarine sandwich. You can even use this for substitute, like a teta.
A teacher. A sub.
Yeah, a sub teacher. Or let's say we went on vacation or something and we got someone else. That would be a sub for the show.
Okay, very good. Check out the definition on page 102. And please stop by
Audio Ohakdang.
Pay a very small monthly fee and you can have access to so many programs.
Yes. Don't try to listen in one sitting. There are way too many shows.
That's right. Okay. And don't forget to join us live at 6 p.m. on Evening Special. Have a great day. See you soon.
Bye-bye.